Chosen ones, where you are. Chosen ones, back with another powerful and productive video, right? Great. They saw you cry and they laughing. They have no idea what is coming. I'm telling you, they can't mess up with the tears of a chosen one. Chosen ones, are you in a situation, or have you ever been in a situation where you thought you cannot survive it? Where you thought, oh, this would have taken your life. Where you thought that is the end of your life. Where you think and feel that, this one, I can't survive it anymore. Have you ever been in a situation of that manner? Have you ever been through the valleys of shadows of death, the dark places? All right? The people that are supposed to love you are the cause of that pain, of that hurt, of that tribulation, of that cry, of that tears. And you wonder why they did that to you. The people that are so close to you, that you are related with by blood, push you so hard, hated you, envy you, jealous you, and try to take your life at whatever cost. But the good Lord preserve you. The good Lord saw you through. The good Lord empowered you. The good Lord protected you. And as you come out of it, out of the dark places, out of the valleys of shadows of death, out of the lies, the name callings, the campaign of calumny, the persecution, you feel like crying, and you cry, and your enemies did not understand your tears, your cry, and they thought it is weakness. It is not weakness. Sometimes you go through certain things and you feel like, I didn't know he would favor me this way. I didn't know he would see me through this. I didn't know I am stronger than I think. I didn't know God will favor me and see me through this. And that led to tears, cries in your eyes. And people think you are weak. Have you ever been in a situation of that nature? That you've been through so much that is beyond your imagination, that is beyond your thoughts, your comprehension. And when you are among a group of people of similar faith and they are worshiping God, or when you go on your knees worshiping God, you look at where you're coming from, what you've been through, what you've survived, what you were able to cope with, what you were able to stand up. When you yourself, you think, this is too much for you to bear. This is too much for you to handle. And you feel like you can't handle it. But the Lord favored you. The Lord saw you through. And in the process of worship, tears start to roll in your eyes. Tears start to flow. And people, relatives, friends around you, co-workers, people of similar faith, they saw you crying and they thought it's weakness. Chosen ones, that is not weakness. That is strength. That is communication. That is prayer. That is more than tongues that you are speaking. Because sometimes, chosen one, there is a cry. There is a yearning in your spirits that words cannot express. There is a yearning in your soul that words cannot express, but it can only be expressed in your eyes. in the form of tears, in the form of cry. And people will think it's weakness, but I'm here to tell you that, chosen one, it is not weakness. It is more than a prayer. It is more than a communication between you and your God. And I bet you, when such cry touch the ground, touch the earth, oh, something is going to happen to your enemies. Something will happen to your enemies. That tears is more than fire. I'm telling you. Chosen ones, I know you're going through a lot. Sometimes you go through things that get you depressed. You go through things that makes you wonder. You go through things that makes you, to feel like, this will take my life. This is the end of myself. But I'm telling you, when you come to the end of yourself, that is where God starts to magnify himself. That is where God starts to show himself. That is where God starts to prove that he is with you and he is God all by yourself. Oh, chosen ones, do you remember the tears of Joseph? Oh yes, Joseph was filled with tears. In that book of Genesis, chapter 43, verse 30, Joseph cried when he saw his brother. He burst into tears. He couldn't control himself. It is not because Joseph was weak. It is not because of seeing his brothers, but seeing his brothers brought into his mind, made him remember what his own household did to him. He remembered how his own blood brothers got envied, jealous, and hated him so much, and put him into dry pits and sold him into slavery. When he saw his brothers, he remembered all these things. And through the slavery that they sold him into, the false accusations, the persecutions, the lies against him by Potiphar's wife, and out of that innocent boy was being thrown into prison. And he was in the prison for years that only God knows. Who, when he remembered that his own blood, at the cost of his hurt, at the cost of his pain, at the cost of what he went through, that made him to cry. That made him to be filled. That made him to be filled with passion, with spirit, with, I don't know how to describe it, something powerful that words cannot express. And that could only be expressed as tears from his eyes. The tears of Joseph. I know some of you going through situations, you're going through tribulations, you're going through a whole lot of things. You're going through depression, not because of anything, but your own household are responsible for this. The very family that are supposed to teach you how to love and be loved, how to help and be helped, how to give and be given, how to show mercy and receive mercy, are the very root of your bitterness, are the very root of your pain, are the very root of your hate, are the very root of your troubles, are the very root of your difficulties. And as God saw you through, you look at it and tears start rolling in your eyes. Or you're going through such a situation right now, I'm telling you, the Lord is going to favor you. The Lord is going to see you through. The Lord is going to make his light shine upon you. If he did it for others, he will do it for you. If he has ever done it for Joseph, he will do it for you, because he is still in the miracle business. He is still the same yesterday, today, and forever. I'm telling you, they cannot just mess up with you. And no matter the evil plans against you, God will always turn it into good. God will comfort you in whatever troubles, in whatever situation you're going through. And you will come out of it stronger than you think, braver than you think, powerful than you think. And you will find yourself helping others, comforting others. You will find yourself teaching faith, preaching faith to others. You will find yourself motivating others. You will find yourself encouraging others. You will find yourself, oh yes, inspiring millions, thousands, billions, trillions of people. You see, God allows it because you have a large heart. You have a big heart. You see, so God is going to bless you according to the disposition of your heart, according to what you've been through. But yet, as you went through what you've been through, you did not hold any grudge, any offense in your heart, and you just forgive. When God realizes, God begin to crown you, because he has seen that you have a big heart, and you can be or will be a person of influence, a person of motivation to others, and God will begin to use you mightily to inspire generations. I'm telling you, whatever you're going through, count it all joy, for God will turn whatever circumstances into good. What is meant to kill you, what is meant to destroy you, what is meant to shorten your life will help you grow. Oh yes, because God is with you. And who God is with, no one can be against. I'm telling you. Chosen ones, I want us to look at something quickly from the book of Genesis concerning Joseph. All right, great. So this is our proof text. Genesis chapter 43, verse 30. And I read, "Then Joseph left suddenly, because his heart was full of tender feelings." There is a yearning in his spirit, that words cannot express, for his brother. He was about to break down. So he went to his room and cried. Because there is a yearning in his spirit, in his heart, in his soul, that words cannot communicate, but to express it as tears, as cry in his eyes. Chosen ones, what are you going through? I'm telling you, God is with you. Let us look at Genesis chapter 50, verse 18 to 20. "Then his brothers themselves came and bowed down before him. 'Here we are before you as your slaves,' they said. But Joseph said to them, 'Don't be afraid. I can't put myself in the place of God. You plotted evil against me.' I repeat, you plotted evil against me, but God turned it into good, in order to preserve the life of many who are alive today, because of what happened. You see what I'm saying? So God allow you to go through sad things so that he will turn your evil into good. You will come out stronger and you will find yourself inspiring millions, many. You will find yourself being a blessing to a whole lot of people. Chosen one, God is in whatever situation, whatever circumstance that you're going through. I'm telling you, all right? He sees every tears that drops. He sees every cry that comes out. He sees whatever your family, your relatives, your co-workers, your friends, people in your circle are doing to you. And he will turn all such evil into good. He will comfort you. Keep on remaining faithful. Keep on trusting in God, for God is good all the time. And at the right time, he will make it happen. Oh yes, he will make it happen. Keep on trusting in God. See you in my next video.